To that point about the shot making, Monty's talked a lot about how in the playoffs sometimes it just comes down to being able to get a bucket and stop your guy from getting one. How have you guys liked the balance as far as, getting your shots and hitting shots like that third quarter, but also keeping the ball moving a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, it's you want to guard your yard, guard your guy, and then if you get an opportunity to be aggressive on the offensive side of the ball, don't hesitate. So, yeah, that's just the name of the game. They know your plays. They're taking away a lot of your sets. They're playing more physical, so you got to fend for yourself out there sometimes. And it's going to go back between being the team game and maybe an individual game here and there. So I think we do a good job of having a balance between both. We got good ISO scores, and we play well as a team.
Kev, I think you've played 40 minutes in 13 straight playoff games now. Is it, I think 44, 45 tonight. Is that something you could handle at this stage or this early in the playoffs, or is it you need to pace yourself? Or
how'd I look tonight?
All right.
Yeah. Talk to him.
Yeah, so, I mean, I felt great, but I missed a lot of time this season. So, yeah, I want to be out there every minute. I wish I could play 48 every game.
Quick follow. LeBron's always said when he plays a lot of minutes, it's actually training to play a lot of minutes in the playoffs. Like, this is when you want to play a lot.
Yeah.
Is that kind of how you are in the same way?
Yeah, I mean, you want to be out there. You don't want to sit on the bench. I mean, everybody want to be out there in the action. So regardless, sometimes you might be tired. You just fight through it. But we got such a great training staff, coaching staff. They always monitor us. Monty always come to me and ask me if I wanted to come out. So, they always on top of it. If I feel like I need a break, I'll take one.
Kevin, Monty mentioned the other day that you were getting frustrated by the physicality that the Clippers were trying to get you with, but how have you been using getting to the foul line to combat that a bit?
Yeah, I wouldn't say I was frustrated from the fouling, but they doing a good job of sending the two at me in my spots. I see a small guy in the post, I want to go to work right there, and then I see somebody else coming over to help. So, yeah, that may be a little frustrating, but physicality, I mean, every time I step on the court, whether it's a pickup game or NBA game, somebody going to be physical with me because of my stature. So I've been playing through that since I was 8 years old, so it ain't nothing different. But it's just trying to figure out what's the best way for us to be efficient. Sometimes I get a little frustrated when we don't play efficient basketball.
Kevin, Monty just mentioned that he's never heard as much criticism for an MVP player as much as Russ gets. I mean, what do you think about that, and have you spoken to him about that criticism?
About Russ? No, I don't. We don't. No, not about criticism. I mean, people going to always criticize when you're successful and you're doing your thing for this long. Somebody gonna always find something that they don't like about you. But Russ has been resilient his whole life. He come to work, don't say much, just come hoop. So when he's retired, people are going to really tell the truth about how they feel about his game. Right now, it's a fun thing to do is to make a joke out of Russ. But he the way he's been playing is since he got with the Clippers, showed everybody who he really is.
I feel like the only people to do that, too, is the people who don't know basketball.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? And don't know what it's like to compete. I know, for me, Russ is one of my closest friends. You know what I'm saying? And so people that do that and talk crazy probably wish they could be in that situation. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Chris, wanted just to ask about the shot that you took. Did you think the shot clock was about to expire on that?
Absolutely. I didn't know the ball hit the rim.
Okay. But that, obviously the fourth quarter, the way you played, maybe just speak to that and how you've done it before, but to be able to, after a game the other night, to be able to come back and have that kind of game.
Yeah, just playing this game for a long time, we learn in different ways. We seeing, I never played with this much talent. You know what I'm saying? Where people are doubling off of me. Like I said last game, I never shot that many open shots. So it's something that I'm getting used to, trying to figure out when to pick your spots, when to be aggressive, and we're figuring this thing out on the fly. I was just happy that a few of them fell tonight.
Kevin, I know you've been asked variations of this, but this would have been the sixth time that you and Kawhi would have played against each other in a playoff series, which is what you see kind of, historically legends are made of, back and forth and all that. From a competitive standpoint, how disappointing is it that, for the third time in a row now, you guys aren't able to have that head-to-head?
I'm more disappointed that Kawhi is injured again, more so than the matchup. Obviously, that's always fun playing against an all-time great, but I don't know Kawhi that well, but he seems like he loves the game, loves to play, just loves to hoop on this stage, especially around the playoffs. So I'm more disappointed for him that, he's not out there doing something that he loves. But it's also fun, getting a chance to compete against him. Well, not fun, but it's a challenge getting a chance to compete against somebody like Kawhi. But I hope he gets back out there soon and him and PG get back healthy soon.
Why is it fun?
I mean, you see how he plays. I mean, you
Tough.
he's tough. You got to be ready every possession. So it's nerve wracking. If that's the word I could use.
I wanted to ask both of you. Monty was talking about how, and you guys are veterans, obviously, how in the playoffs when you have these very short turnaround periods, that maybe you won't run a lot. That there's some sports science people that are telling you how much you're running, how much you aren't. Are you guys in the back of your mind have been aware of that as well?
Man, we love to play basketball. You know what I mean? And what year is this for you, Kay?
16.
16. This is my 18th year. You don't get here just sitting on your ass. You know what I mean? You work. And so that's been the coolest thing about working out with Kay every day and with Book. We work. And so we do all the work during the season, during the summer, and all that for these moments. I think the analytics and all the optics of the game, the first thing everybody look at is the minutes. You know what I mean? You got to actually watch the game. There may be a 4-minute, 5-minute stretch where we just out there sort of occupying while Book going to work. You know what I mean? So it's not just everybody, how many minutes did they play? It's how was the minutes? And I think that's where we communicate and we talk and we be like, yo, how you feel? How you feel? And we pros, so we just try to figure it out.
Hey, Chris, I've seen you have fourth quarters like that in this building before. But when you're just looking at how this team is playing, like, you don't have to do that for this team, right? You said this is the most talent you've ever played with. When do you decide, like, okay, I need to score 12 points in the fourth quarter like that? And how's the game going?
I don't think you decide that. I think the way the third quarter started, I was pissed. We all was. We was on the bench sort of going at each other, but it's healthy, and just try to get us going, And I try to get myself going defensively, you know what I mean? And so the shots, they're going to come. We practice all day long. All day long, we practice for those situations. And so when they come, you live with the results.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.